In this video, I'm going to show you that it's not just the front of the body tightness that hunches you over. It's not. Traditional somatics people like to think it is, but they're missing some of the problem. Let's put a couple movements together. It might be good if you already know my movement elbows to the sky. We're going to review it a little bit. If you want to go in greater detail, you should look up those videos specifically. The side accordion of the ribs. How does that close to hunch us over? I propose that's just a major part of it. We want to reacquire our lost breathing space acquisition. That's a very important part of my version of somatics. So here's what we're going to do. Usually elbows to the sky has the elbows forward. The more the elbows come forward and together, the more center focus it is. What do these side ribs do? How do they close together? How does this diagonal across the side, how does it close? To hunch us over. For this one, we're going to keep the elbows apart. And the elbows come up and the hands lift the heavy head, and some work closing up this stuff in front. But also, we're trying to say, can we see what has to open as we lower back down? So come up enough so that your low back is flat on the floor. Lower really slowly. Really go slow. Say, okay, where does it just say stop? What place isn't moving away from somewhere else? And it says stop. I know you can let the low back arch up and you can let your head lower down. We're not doing that. We want whatever needs to relax, coming up enough so that my low back is flat on the floor. And then we're lowering down easy. Low back stays flat on the floor. Breathe into the space. What place has to open to let the head come back? But let's add something else. We're going to add a glute bridge. I'm just pushing my feet down. I'm lifting my pelvis up. That's the bridge, the glute bridge that we're going to add. So when you're ready, just notice that as you lift the hips, it's the same thing. It's as if the front is closing. And hold that position. Just let the hips lower down and keep that curve in the body. It's like a rocking chair. It's the rocker of a rocking chair. And just open slow out of that. Breathe into it. What place has to breathe open? How does upper chest come away from lower back? How do the side ribs open? Can they slide and open? Let's really focus it on side ribs. This pulls up to the front of the chest. That. Freeze right there. Open out of that. Slow. Do the side ribs know how to open in this diagonal? There's two layers of muscles between the ribs that are at different angles to each other. So one layer side bends us, and the other layer hunches us over. That's what we want to not be stuck in. So gentle breath in. Squeeze the air out as you come into that bridge, pushing the pelvis up a little bit to close the breathing space. Hands lift the head, maybe to close the breathing space a little bit more. Find where you rock, and we're going to open slow. Breathing the chest higher and higher up, away from the low back. That's what's hunching us. Arch the low back. It's pushing up toward the chest. The hands are lifting the head to push chest toward that upper low back. There you go. And just open slow out of that. Breathing slow. Yeah, that's it. We're going to go slower. I'm going to count down from 20. You want to be 1/4 of the way at 15 and halfway at 10. So gentle breath in. On the exhale, pelvis lifts up, hands lift the head, elbows stay out to the side. Focus on these side ribs. How do the side ribs pull from upper front of chest down toward the low back? Okay. Hands are pushing the head up. Lower slow. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Breathe what needs to open. Breathe it open. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Breathe low back away from upper chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. There you go. Thanks for practicing with me today. I'm Eric Cooper, InspireSomatics.com. Blessings on your journey.